I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
I have an analogy for this, but keep going. I have an analogy.
I know you're like, what in the heck? No reminders,
I have such an analogy for this.
no heads up,
No.
nothing. Just been gone for over a month and some change, and here y'all go.
You
Popping
wanna
up on a live.
yeah. You wanna
I
know what
get
this
it.
feels like? You wanna know what this
I
feels
get
like?
it. Trust me, I get it. It feels new to
I
us.
feel icky. I feel icky because
Oh, icky is a word.
we pulled what we don't like about the dating world. We
Ooh,
were non-communicative.
ooh,
We're like that spin the block person that just comes out of nowhere, no heads up, no warning, and
just
it's
hey,
like,
big head.
"Hey, babe. Hey, big head." We just pulled a hey, big head, and I don't like that for us.
We are so
Hey,
sorry.
y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, big heads.
Hey, big head. What's good? You know what?
Y'all,
That should be the title of this episode.
y'all,
Just hey, big head.
we did not do this well. So
No, this was horrible. This was
let's,
this was.
there's no excuse.
We are in year 7.
We know better.
We know better.
Ouch! We
Um,
know better.
listen, it's the accountability. It's
Yeah, and we've talked about that. We are taking accountability. There's
yeah,
no excuse.
yeah,
So we are taking accountability.
yeah, yeah.
So hello.
Hi, I like to meet you. I'm Charles. How are you?
I'm Professor Brittany. Nice to meet you. Let's reintroduce ourselves. Let's do what we do. Hopefully we get it right because it's been a minute. Let's see what we got.
What up, everybody? Welcome to Dating University, the best podcast that your great
Right.
nephew is not listening to.
What?
I'm your host. I'm your co-host, Professor Charles, along with my lovely co-host.
Professor Brittany.
And like I said, we are Dating University, and
Yes.
here we discuss the good
The bad
and the ugly.
of all things dating and relationships.
Well, all right. Look at God. Um, we got that right.
It's like riding a bike. You'll never. I think those out there, you can recite our opening if you
Oh,
wanted to. That's how long we've been doing it. We can do this in our
absolutely,
sleep.
absolutely. Hey y'all, hey.
What have you been
Wow,
up to?
life.
Sure.
To be honest,
Sure.
um, the holidays came. Uh, it was a madhouse for for a little bit,
Sure.
but then it died down. Um, yeah, it has literally been a whirlwind of
Yeah.
things going on.
Yeah.
And I think that's partly due to our absence. We just, the thing about this show is Brittany and I, we have our little inside joke of, we're the boss. We can do what we want. And yeah, which is true, you know. And but we do have a responsibility to you guys
Yeah.
because you spend your time with us. Um, but sometimes, the world gives you something and it gives you all these lemons and you done made the lemonade, you made the lemon cake, you made the limoncello, you you made
So
lemon
good.
pears, you made all the lemon stuff, and then you're still stuck with a lot of lemons. And it's okay. It's okay. And you got to
Yeah.
be able to be like, you know what? I know there's one more lemon dish I can make.
Yeah. You can do lemon zest over a linguine. I'm really good with analogies. I love an analogy. You got to think about it, Charles. Have you ever cut class before?
Oh, yeah. My 10th grade year was a blur.
So I say all of that to those out there. When you watch the playback, I want you to answer. Have you ever cut class, or have you ever played a day of hooky off of work? That one day feels amazing,
Allegedly.
right? Okay, one day feels good, but let's say you do 2 days in a row. Ooh, that feels even better. You might opt for a third day. It becomes a point of now that's becoming your habit, and it's like Charles and I, when we started this, we were knocking out shows weekly. And this was before the pandemic. So I let me give you some behind the scenes. We would air and record at Charles's. So for me to get from my end of town to Charles's end of town was 35 minutes. So we would do that every week. I would commute from work to Charles's house every Thursday, and we would give you a show every Thursday up until the pandemic. Then we became creative, and then we started to host virtually. Okay. But still every week. Then I remember getting engaged, and we missed a week because I wanted to do something with dairy. Then we missed 2 weeks because I wanted to do something with dairy. Before we got to a third week, Charles was like, Brittany, we got a show to do. I said, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Life got in the way. Okay. Charles gets engaged. We skip shows because he's doing what needs to be done on his end. And that is fine because he gave me grace to be a fiance. And I wanted to give him the same space and grace to experience life with his fiance. Take that time to have quality time instead of having to be in front of the camera. And it worked. It served its purpose. We both are here and we're both thriving. But all that to say, when you take 1 week off, it can turn to 4 and 5. And we may not feel it while we're missing it, but when we sit down and really say, wait, we have not done a show in a month and a half. We usually do an end of the year review. We didn't do that. Did you think about a year of the end review?
Who, me? Yeah, I did.
You did?
But I knew we were both kind of in like different spaces. Like were you traveling?
I was at church. I didn't think honestly, Charles, I didn't think about
Wait
it
a minute.
because
Yeah.
this year was the one of the worst years of my life.
Mm,
So I'm just thankful to have even
to be
survived.
here, right? To
I'm
be
just
here.
thankful to be here. All the
Come on.
other years, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
granted, 2023 ended horribly as well. So it
yeah.
was like a horrible ending to 2023.
Right,
I wasn't thinking about no recap. I wanted
right,
to move on. So
right.
I think in a way, I just wanted to get out of the year. So I didn't want to recap anything because
Mhm.
this year was traumatic enough. So we just going whoop 2025. But that is still no excuse because we have a brand and we
Mhm.
have students in our university that may have been showing up to class or thinking about showing up to class and we weren't there.
Right.
But all that to say, we are so sorry. We ask for your grace. When you think about it, y'all, we have been providing quality content for years. And sometimes things are going to happen that may take us away from what we love the most. I mean, granted, we love doing the podcast, but we have a responsibility to our families,
Families, we have work
jobs.
jobs, we have other projects,
Yeah.
uh, things that, require our attention,
Yeah.
and yes, it's kind of that damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
we would love to kind of do this full time, just make content full time, like, but
Buy a
that,
lot of merch.
but that also requires us to be engaged more. But
Yeah.
it's difficult to do when we have all these other things that that are necessary for our families, for our family life and our home life to continue. So yeah, it's a bit of a you know tail snake eating its own tail kind of situation.
But
uh,
it's crazy though, because if you really sit back and think, Charles,
mm,
like this brand has grown,
mm-hmm,
you and I have both grown. Like we both, and I think we say this, but I don't think we've realized the gravity of what we say when this started, we were both bitter and single.
sure.
So when people say we have watched your evolution, they have literally watched our evolution. It started bitter, dating
Yeah.
and bitter. Then it was like dating and okay. But then it was like, I met Derry. And it's like, oh, this is serious.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're engaged. Oh, this is really
This
serious.
is real
I
good.
mean, people can get engaged all the time. That doesn't mean you're making it to the altar. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
So then we got married. And I'm like, then we hit a spot of, okay, I'm married. Can I still do this?
Mm.
Can I still do this? Married? And then you met Dee Dee, and you guys started dating. Then you guys became engaged. Then you both got married. We hit another bump in the road. Can we still do this? Now
Because
we're
that
both
was the question.
married.
Oh my God, that was
We
the
both,
question.
it was, and we got asked that question by people. Like, are y'all
Are y'all
done?
going to be? Is it going to be Mary University now? Is it going
Yeah.
to be like y'all can't even talk about the dating world? I'm like,
Yes, the hell we can. You want to know why? We spent more time out there in the crap than we have married right now. I'm still very much
I'm,
attached to
yeah,
that world.
yeah, I'm tapped
I'm not
in.
that
I
far
see
removed where
everything that
I'm better
goes
than
on.
anybody.
Yeah, I see it all that goes on. I mean,
Oh my
why?
God.
Because we have social media and shame is not a thing anymore. So
Shame
everybody
is not a
airs
thing.
out their laundry. So
Yeah,
that gives us content.
it gives us content. And I mean, married people, we still date. Derry and I were talking about going on a date tomorrow. We still date.
Mhm.
We still do. So, the beautiful part about both of our marriages is that we still have the opportunity to do this. I remember I told the story about the guy when I was on the way to your place, and I told him about the podcast. He loved it.
Mhm.
He said, "You know what? I love what you're doing." I said, "Yeah." When I get to his place, and he said, "What?" He
Like
said,
his.
"His." I said, "Yeah." And I told the background, and he's like, "Oh, I don't like that." He said, "If
Mhm.
you go record that, you and I are done. See ya." Like, sir, we weren't even in a committed relationship. How dare you
Mhm.
try to put parameters on something that doesn't even exist?
Right.
So I don't even know his name. I forgot his name. I don't even know what the guy looked like. Like,
Right.
I tend to have a really good memory of people,
Mhm.
names, events, and stuff. If
Mhm.
he was in a lineup and they said, "Brittany, your life depends on picking that guy out and saying his name, take me to March Funeral Homes." Yeah, it's a check, March. But take me there because I have no idea. But all
Right.
that to say, longevity is what we strive for, and we
For
do
sure.
what needs to be done to make sure that we can still be here for y'all. So, I mean, even full transparency, we are being transparent as hell today.
Mhm.
Even in full transparency, we're like, "Are we doing the show today?"
Man, listen,
We're tired.
I was like, oh shoot, it's Thursday.
I had a meeting for my sorority. We had Founders Day this week. When I
I
say
was
tired,
I was working on my certification class and everything. I was like, oh shoot, wait a minute, hold on. That's
but guess what? We are here. All
yeah.
that to say, we are here. Dare University is like our baby. It's like our
Right,
baby, and
right.
it's something that we may. dude, we've been doing one of these, but we'll never turn our back on Date University. I think we've
Mm-mm.
invested too much time, money, resources.
Can we talk about the money? Because
Can we talk about the money? Like,
can we
can we
talk
talk-
about the money?
we've invested way too much.
Like,
Hi.
well, I mean, can we? Before we get to the money part, the fact that y'all even popping on and
I
just
know.
like
I know.
we left y'all in the cold,
We
just
ghosted y'all for real. Like,
we
we invited
ghosted
y'all to
you,
the restaurant and we ain't show up.
and we did not show up.
The
And
biscuits
the
that
fact,
got cold, the
oh,
ice has melted in your water. The
they got the
waiter
little
has checked on your
bowl.
table 5 times. Have y'all ever? I don't know if this has happened to anybody, but I watched the
Mm.
show and there was a guy that went to a restaurant and waited for his date, and the waiter kept coming over like, "It's still two of y'all, right?" You know how embarrassing that is when it's like, "Oh, yeah, it's two of us," and you real confident, and you sit
Man,
down and you're waiting, looking
yeah,
around.
they coming for real.
Yeah,
They look. They just text me. They 5 minutes away.
right. Bring another glass of Sprite. We left
And
y'all hanging.
another basket of bread, please. Another basket of bread.
Yes. So by the time we got back, y'all on y'all fifth basket of bread,
Listen.
fourth water.
So you gonna hit me? Oh, you gonna hit me with the? You gonna hit me with the? My
Hi,
nephew says
Ashton.
hi. Oh my
I
god.
know he's so cute.
It's bad enough I didn't see him in church because I didn't go last Sunday, but now I really feel bad because I ain't seen my guy.
But we're back. So look, when in doubt, show him the footage. We
Yeah,
exist, you guys.
for sure.
This season is intentional. Like
Mhm.
we just talked about, we intentionally decided to come on and we want to make this season all about being intentional. So we want to make sure that we allow the daters, you all, to figure out what we talking about. We have what we want to talk about, but it may not be what y'all want to talk about. Some people may want to talk about poly relationships. Some people
Mhm.
may want to talk about homosexual relationships. Some people may want to get dark and deep. Some people
Mhm.
may want to keep it light and funky. That's what we're here for. We are open, we are flexible. We want to see some new faces. We have our tried and true professors,
For
but we want to
sure.
see some new, fresh people in the building.
Yes, don't be afraid. I mean, y'all go live for everything else. Y'all do y'all videos for everything else.
Yes.
Y'all, we got our faces out there everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, this is a safe space. Like
Super safe.
anybody who has been a guest on this show can tell you. And feel free to reach out to them and get their opinion of
Ryan,
the
of
show.
course.
Like,
Anthony, the favorite third host. Third host.
right.
Favorite third host.
I mean, Darius, he's been on the show multiple
Very,
times.
for
Dee Dee's
sure.
been on the show multiple times.
Yes, first lady.
Yes. So, ask anybody. This is a safe space,
So safe.
You definitely come on. We have a great group of people,
Yeah.
um, great fans,
Yeah.
So yeah, we've always said that this show is yours. And we just drive the car.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Sometimes we may drive off a cliff a time or two.
yeah,
We've had some shows where I'm like, are we gonna be banned from Facebook?
yeah. I
But I had
mean,
fun driving
I
off the cliff
mean,
though.
but now I guess we're back to saying whatever we want. We can do whatever we want
We
now,
can do we can
and
do
we just
whatever
get a
we want.
community note. But
Yeah.
that's a whole nother
Yeah.
things. But yeah, like Brittany said, we would really love to hear your ideas for the show, for episodes, to so
Oh,
we
Brian.
can do. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate it.
Come back
Thank you.
anytime.
Thank you, Anthony, for
Brian was a
always being
tearjerker.
out there.
Yes. Brian was a tearjerker for sure.
Oh, he
Last
started
year.
the whole healing series, man. That was just
Oh my gosh.
that
I
was a
needed like 30 minutes after the show to just sit
man. You
here
talking about
and take it all in.
yeah, that was a cleansing kind of. I needed to watch some cartoons afterwards just to kind of
Yeah,
bring
for
me back to
sure.
level because it was a lot. It was a
I was
lot.
down. Yeah.
That whole series of but it was needed though. I really feel like it was needed. It was a space that
Yeah.
everybody needed to get something off their chest. Um, man, so yeah, this show we do this like
We do this.
we really do
And I
this.
think really well.
Yeah,
One
for the most part.
of my favorite episodes last year
Mhm.
was getting the women and the men together and talking about those dreaded lists.
Mm.
Just seeing all of our perspectives on those lists was the highlight of my day in the show. So we try to keep the show in an hour. When you go to school and you have class from 8 to 9. We try to keep it within an hour. But those shows went to like an hour and a half, 2 hours,
It
and
did.
you all stayed engaged. No one said, I'm ready to go. We weren't ready to go. And it was just fun. It was just so much fun. There's no right or wrong answer. Just everybody giving their perspective and being respectful about it. When I say safe space, when Professor Charles says safe space, we mean it. We don't do that bullying stuff here.
Nah.
We don't do community standards. We do ejections. We do blocking.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We don't play that.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I really do love it. Like this, like Brittany said, this is our baby. Like it's 7 now.
7.
And
It
I
can talk.
think it can talk. It can make its own little breakfast.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why we took that break.
Yeah.
To kind of let it. But, I mean, it was needed because I've been getting texts and about like, hey, y'all coming back? Are y'all doing anything?
Yeah.
Is it dead? Like, no, it's not dead. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, everybody just getting past the holidays,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
Anthony, do you want to come on right now or do you want to type it in the chat? He says he has an episode idea. Do you want to come on and say it or do you want to type it and we read it? It's your call. Anything goes this season.
Not anything.
Anything goes. I was getting joked by my own husband, like, are y'all ever coming back? I'm going to do my own podcast. I said, you know what? We're here to stay.
Bro, do what you got. Do what you got to do.
Look, you want a guest host? We'll have you on. It's truly a good thing when you can walk away from something and come back and the people are still here. Hi, Miss Selena. Hey, Ma. She said, talk about dating as an older person. It can be very disheartening.
Wow.
Absolutely.
We can definitely run that one back because we talked about that.
Over 40. But I mean, let's do 50 and up, 55 and up.
I mean, because people are still out here.
Yeah, we can get a panel going. I think if we can find 3 to 4 people that can talk about dating from an older perspective, because we assume that because people are older that they have everything together and they know it all. I've watched some shows. There's a show on Netflix and then there's another show on YouTube. And these individuals are 55 and over, and some of the same things that I've dealt with in my 20s, these people are dealing with in their 50s and 60s. I've talked to people in my personal life, and I wish I was kidding. He wanted
I'm
to,
writing it down. I'm writing it down.
He wanted to be in the house, and she wanted to go out. And he said, well, I can come over to your place, or you can come over to my place. And she's like, no, I want to go out. And he's like, for what? We're not doing Netflix and chill. That's what we're not doing. Okay? No, he wanted a Netflix and chill. He wanted emphasis on the chill. Less Netflix, more chilling.
Not even getting to the, are you still watching?
Oh, no.
Got it.
No. If you fell him adrift. So that's an amazing topic. We will definitely cover that.
Yeah. So
Hi, John.
that's Big Brother Block right there. That's my
Hi, Big
guy.
Brother Black.
The old biddies be out here in the streets getting getting that dating game on.
Let me tell you, another thing I've noticed with older individuals, whatever they are eating, whatever they are drinking, us younger generation, we need parts. We need all parts because they look good. They look good. They get around well. Whatever water, bottle up, sell it. I would like to drink it. I wake up and my bones are like click, clack, click, clack, clack. Like, I'm like, there has to be a better way. There has to be a better way.
I feel like the Tin Man and the Wiz.
Yeah.
Because my knee, boy.
Ooh. Oh no.
Like for real.
Yeah, that'd be such a good topic. I'll definitely get on the finding individuals to come on the show. Because I think we've gotten stagnant with a certain age demographic. I don't want anyone younger or older than us to feel like it's not for me.
Like this platform isn't for them.
It's for
totally agree. If you're of legal consent age,
yes,
you are welcome.
yes.
That's all I can say.
Yes, even if you are shriveled in 98, you are welcomed.
You are
because
welcome.
Everybody has something in common, and what connects us all is love. We all have the capabilities to love and the capacity to receive it. So if you are 18 up to 108, 110,
right, you are welcome.
Come on in. Log in your family. Log in your parents. They need love too. They want to go on dates too. So log them in.
Yeah, so one of the things we talked about last season is running back and updating some of our very early shows.
Yes.
Back when we were, and just to see what our perspective is on it now.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to run back quite a few of those.
You know, watching those shows humble us.
Huh?
Watching those shows really humble.
Oh,
it really humbles me.
Man, to all our new viewers, ooh, y'all weren't there for the struggle times.
We struggled bad.
Y'all were not there for struggle. For our OGs,
the OGs know. The OGs know.
The OGs we were no.
Pre-pandemic, we made it work in a little confined.
I mean, just a thing, 16:9 ratio. Just that's all we had.
And we had to hug each other just to make sure we both fit in the shot. I think one show you saw half of my face, half of his. It was dark. We didn't have the lighting. We didn't all this fancy stuff you see now. Like if you look up to the right, you see a logo. We didn't have that. This Dating University, we didn't have that. We didn't have any of this. We were just out here.
We were just out here, just the wild, wild west of the new thing of streaming. Streaming, it wasn't even a term yet. Like that was wild.
Wild. Anthony, what's your show topic?
I've been still waiting for him to type it so I can write it down.
Does he want to come on? Anthony, do you want to send him the link?
I don't know. He didn't say anything. He didn't text me.
Anthony, you have 25 minutes. If that. You heard Professor Charles. If that.
If that. But yeah, oh man. So what y'all been up to? I want to hear what y'all been up to. How was your holidays? How was your time off? How was everything? How was your family? I was like, he probably is on daddy duty. I was just thinking that. It's like
daddy duty.
Little man is he's about to be on a roll.
Is he walking?
About to. He's like he pushing.
Oh my gosh. Time is flying.
Tell me.
Time is flying. I just can't believe we're 7. Like We have 7 years worth of material,
7 years.
and
Remember
people
when we used
still
to,
like us.
right? Remember when well, it was more me when I counted the episodes. Oh, this is episode number da 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 da. Like,
That's when it hit home. Like we
bro,
really do
bro,
this.
I stopped counting. Like,
Yeah,
I
we
don't even remember
really
when I
do
stopped
this.
counting.
Yeah, but even like our fashion was different. Like I'm coming from work, like
I'm looking like I'm getting ready to go to bed.
we didn't care.
Like, I got a little T-shirt with the neck stretched all out, and then, oh my god, it was horrible.
We
It
did
was
not care.
horrible.
We just wanted to be. We just wanted to be on air,
We just wanted to be
and
on air.
y'all just
We had a
respected
story to
us.
tell. We just roll with it.
We had stories to tell,
Yeah,
and y'all listened.
the holidays were there. As
Oh my
always, a
gosh,
challenge considering, but we were blessed.
holidays are
Amen.
such a challenge, especially the first.
Yeah,
If you've lost someone, that first of everything is
yeah,
going to hit like a ton of bricks.
yeah, for sure.
After that, it still will be hard, but that first of everything,
Mm-hmm.
forget about it.
It
It's
is.
rough.
It is.
It is rough.
But yeah, man, we done grew up a little bit. You know, I try to make sure I wear some of our merch for
I
the
know I didn't do well today.
hey, it's whatever. At least one of us. That's all
Yes,
that
I will
matters.
be more intentional and wear a Data University shirt. I have several. I have
Speaking
several.
of, this episode has been brought to you by Dayton University. If you are ever so kind and feel
Yeah.
so inclined to, please go anywhere on our socials, click a link that's to our merch shop, buy something. I don't care. We got a lot of stuff there. Enjoy. I'm
Enjoy.
not telling you. I'm not telling you what to buy. I know I'm gonna buy that new mug,
I saw that.
and I'm going to buy a new sweatshirt.
Fun fact,
Hmm.
Charles designs everything.
This is so true.
Isn't that cool? So, people assume, oh, this woman's shirt is so fly. I know Brittany's behind that. No, Charles designed everything. So I got to give it up to my
I
co host
appreciate
for definitely like designing some dope content. I love dope and dateable. I
you.
love them.
Yes.
I love them.
Yes.
Ooh.
I made sure. Oh, just to say, holidays was good. We had a new addition to our family, but I dealt with the loneliness of being by myself another holiday,
Mm,
and guess that's a lot of people's story. Yeah,
mm.
unfortunately.
And she's such a beautiful person inside and out. So I'm hoping that we can gather a pool of older people and just create a little something like a little virtual mixer or something where people can get to know one another.
I'm not mad at that. We can facilitate that, and yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
It don't even have to be live.
Yeah. It could be
We
virtual.
have the capability to
Yeah.
bring people in, and
Yep.
it could just be a virtual happy hour. I
Yeah.
mean, because we are slowly creeping to this masking thing again. So
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
mindful, be safe, wash your hands, please. People, wash your hands.
Please. I was in the nail shop a couple of days ago and the way this woman was coughing, I
Mm,
gave her the probably the meanest look ever. Like, I need you to go
life,
home. I need you to go home.
yeah, life has been life on Patrice.
Yes, Patrice.
It really
It's
has.
so good to see
And
you on.
just to see, how you've handled your situation is
Yeah.
incredible. Um,
Admirable.
I,
Admirable.
I give you all of the kudos.
Yeah.
It's, I give it all to you for real.
If bend but not break was a person.
Yes, yes.
If bend but not break was a person. 2024 has not been kind to a lot of us. But
Mm,
Patrice, when I say you've been bent, but you've never broken, definitely you have people that look up to you and you don't even realize it. So
Absolutely.
if there's ever a time where you want to share your story, if you ever want to share it, you have the platform to do so. Because honestly, the way that you've carried yourself, it's there are no words.
Yeah, for
It's an
sure.
inspiration to many. A
Absolutely.
lot of people in
There's
your
a,
shoes would have
I
definitely
mean,
stumbled.
talk about honoring your parents.
Yeah,
Like honoring your parent, you defined it. Like you sincerely defined it,
absolutely.
and
Being a
still,
caretaker, a
it's
caregiver is hard.
yeah, caretaker, and then still be a parent, and still be a worker, and still be a coworker, and still just trying to handle and find your space within you to find who you are and not get lost in the hats
Mm-hmm.
is amazing to me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And when we talk about dating university, yes, we can touch on the romantic, but you can date your friends, you can date
mhm,
your family, you can date yourself.
right.
Um, I was
Yeah.
out with Miss Selena and some of our good girlfriends a couple of weeks ago, and that was such a good experience. Just letting our hair down, being around each other, and just having a good time. So, dating your friends to me is equally as important as dating your mate, if you have one. I enjoy it. I also prioritize, I dated myself in 2024. I went away for a couple of days by myself. My husband knew. But I
Hmm.
was in a space. I remember I woke up and I was like in a trance. Like I just felt like everybody was dumping onto me
Mm,
and I didn't have a place to dump.
mm,
So it was like weight of world on my shoulders being a good wife. But then I also gotta be a friend. I gotta be a soror. I gotta be a coworker. And it was around the summertime where it was just too much. I had to get surgery myself. So I'm already not 100%, but I'm taking on so much from other people that I just woke up and I was just like, Derry, I can't do this. I need to get away. And I think when he saw me, he was like, he's never seen me like that. Like I was just like a shell. And I'm like just looking straight ahead. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm tired. And he said, you need to get away. And I did. And he's like, well, I'm not going to call you. I'm going to leave you alone. You're my husband. You can call me. But I just need to get away, get out of this space where people have access to me. And I turned my phone off and I came back good as new.
sometimes
It was,
that's usually what we need is just some time to decompress, scream, get it off of you, cry, laugh, laugh, cry, cry, laugh, you know, pray, meditate,
yeah,
fast, you know,
yeah,
realign, get
yeah.
into nature, whatever it is that you need to do, we all deserve that outlet, and we talked about this before on a show of being independent from your mate.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you are, one, or you're becoming one. Um, but you also still are you. You have burdens, you have
Yes,
stresses, you have
yes.
you have breaking points, and no one knows them, and you may not even know how to even verbalize it.
Mm, yeah. I
So,
still love dating myself. Like, I, some people struggle with that. And I will say it's uncomfortable. It can be uncomfortable because we are conditioned to do things with people, like going to the movies, going to a restaurant. It's not often you see somebody sitting by themselves at a busy restaurant. It's rare, unless
mhm,
they're at the bar, maybe.
Mhm.
But even then, at the bar, when you're by yourself, it can be uncomfortable. But that's when you spend time with yourself. I don't think it's such a bad thing. It takes some getting used to for sure.
Mhm.
But I say homework for the year, and you can do it whenever. Just try it. Try taking yourself out. Try it. I truly am my best company. Let me. I'm sitting here trying to sell it, but y'all, have you ever gone out with a group of friends and you're ready to go and they're not?
Yeah.
What do you do? What
What
do you
I've
do?
learned is to drive your own car.
Oh, looky, looky. Drive your what?
Drive your own
But
car.
I'm
I
saying
have
if you
learned.
go out with a group of friends and
I
you,
have
let's say you're on
learned.
carpool and you're ready to go, can you go? No, you need to stay with the group. The majority, they're not ready to go.
When my social battery die,
But
I'm
that's the
gone.
beautiful part of being by yourself. You dictate where you go. You dictate when you go. No, where are you? You're late. That is so scary. It gives me anxiety when I tell people 7 o'clock, and I look at the clock and I'm still getting
It's
dressed, and it's
like, oh God,
six
like
six fifty three.
I made those plans when introvert Charles was happy.
Right?
Yeah, I mean extrovert Charles was happy. Now introvert Charles is like,
Yeah, but they have the nerve. I have the nerve to be like, I'm on the way. Meanwhile, I'm in the bathroom washing my face. I'm like, so how can I time travel so that I can still get there at 7, even though it's 6:53 and I am
right.
washing my face and the place is 45 minutes away? How do I do that? So, with that saying, you can go when you want, where you want, how you want. So, yeah, beautiful, beautiful experience. Beautiful experience. My Alexa is not talking to me.
Our overlords are waking
I
up.
know, but I love it. Like I said, even eating by myself, I can order whatever I want.
Mm.
I don't have to worry about. Are they gonna look at me funny if I'm like eating like a pig? Eat however you want, or order 2 entrees. Gobble it up.
Who gonna stop? Who
Who
gonna
gonna
check?
check me? But let me tell you this. I realized I've met more people going out by myself than being with a group of people. I find that so amazing.
Mm.
I guess I'm more approachable.
Yeah, it's probably, and we're all as humans that desire to be, connected in some sort of way. It's like
Yeah.
it's this magnetism. Simmons said, I started dating myself so I didn't have to wait on folks to be ready to do the things I am interested in. If I really want to do something, I just do it now. And listen, Simmons be outside. You hear me?
When I
She
point,
be
I be feeling it.
outside.
Okay.
She be gone.
It's
Yeah.
nerve wracking at first. I even did a dance lounge by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing: aren't you used to dancing in a circle with your friends? Who are you gonna dance with? That's where the confidence comes into play. Because at first I'm
Mm.
dancing, trying to like dance my way into a circle of people that
Right,
don't know me, and they're like, "Who sent you?" And I'm like, "Whoa." So now it's just the confidence of just dancing by myself. I can dance by myself. And no, does not mean there's an invitation for you to come dance with me.
yeah.
I can dance by myself. I love it. I love it. And like you said, social batteries are a thing. If you feel like you're ready to go, you can go. You can be there for 25 minutes and say, you know what? Time to go.
That
And
I have been in places where I'm like, all right, I got the vibe. I got the gist. I'm ready to slide. I'm ready to
really?
get on
Yeah.
up out of here.
Wow. Okay.
No, for real, for real. Is that you're engaged with the group you are with, unlike if you're alone, you can spark up convos with others around you
Yes.
that you don't know. And
Yes.
yeah, and you find out, people are damn near the same.
Yeah.
All just trying to make it.
I don't know if this is a woman thing, but you could be talking to, it could be a guy, it could even be somebody else. And the women that you're with are just kind of like micromanaging your conversation. I've been out with some friends that will micromanage my conversation, and I'm like, see, this would go a different way if I just went by myself.
And that's weird because guys can be best friends within a week. Like it just is what it is, you know. Like
And here's the thing: it's
if I
I
see you
understand.
if I see you more than twice, you gonna get a nod and a "What's up, brother?" If I see you more than that, what's good, y'all?
Yeah, and I understand optics. Like I've gone to places and I've been by myself, and then maybe a guy next to me, and then I have my friends on the other side. If he's next to me, we could talk about weather, sports. It doesn't always have to go left. So I feel like, granted, it's not done out of malice, trying to protect me, and granted that I'm married, but I also don't need a babysitter.
That part.
I don't need a micromanager
Like
because
I'm more than capable of having a conversation with someone and not make it untoward, make it, more than what it is.
disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
I'm gonna always respect my husband, always.
Absolutely.
And I mean, hello, you'll know that I'm married. We're not doing
Right.
that.
Right.
So if we want to talk about the Ravens, we're gonna talk about the Ravens. I think we have to shed the stigma that opposite genders cannot have platonic friendships. It can happen.
Yeah.
If there's
Absolutely.
respect on both sides. There's a mutual understanding and a mutual respect. And every guy that's coming up to you is not trying to sleep with you.
Right.
Women, hello.
Please.
Every approach is not sexual.
Like, can we grow up? Can
Yeah.
we please grow up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or even be seen as flirting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. If a man says you look nice, they say thank you and keep it moving.
Thank you and keep it moving. I'm trying to find this one comment. Oh, yeah,
Anthony, you're not going to tell us the show topic, buddy?
Oh, he ain't. I don't know. He probably got the boy.
Okay.
We'll
give you
this
grace.
point, I think he got the boy.
Okay, we'll give you grace today.
Where is this one comment? I thought I saw. Oh, okay.
Brandy.
We need some hoodies, bro. Man, there are mad hoodies on the site. There are mad hoodies on the site.
Really, Brian? Your best friend is a woman? Actually, would you and her come on the show? Let's have a show about that.
Carla would definitely come on the show.
Yes, let's have a show about that. Platonic friendships between the sexes. Let's do it.
Adding it to the list. I think that was one of our old ones.
One of our old ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool. It's so good to see all of your faces in the place.
I mean,
oh my gosh. We really popped up. Like, we really did a hey big head on y'all today.
And y'all answered the text. This is crazy.
Y'all passed the vibe check. Because right now, if somebody texts me some hey big head, ignore. You snooze it, you lose it. See ya.
Ooh, wait a minute. I had a great conversation with a gentleman the other day while waiting for food. It was very refreshing.
Ooh.
Go trees.
Did you give him your number? Did you just leave it there? Like sometimes you can have a bomb conversation and leave it there. There's nothing after. But did you give him the digits?
These are the questions. You ain't gotta tell us.
I know. We be nosy.
We fishing for tea.
We surely did. It's the interviewer of us. It's the interviewers in us.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna ask those questions.
Absolutely. Yes.
We can see none of your business. That's cool.
Right. You please. If need be. But yeah, man.
All of my favorites are in the building. Love y'all.
We want to be very, very, very cognizant of y'all time. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Y'all have given us at least 4 great contents. Pieces. So
we'll get to working. Y'all, if you're
working and fleshing out, and if you want, if you dropped an idea and you want to come on the show to expound on your idea, we would gladly love to have you.
Y'all, if you know someone, let's say 58 or 55 and over, we all know someone that's 55 and over, and they are interested in dating and they want to give their perspective on dating, please show them the page. And
Yeah,
please tell them we need them for an upcoming show. Please.
absolutely. Male,
Please.
female, bring them because we got to get this out here.
Let me go to
And it's so
Melvin's.
crazy because you hear about it and you see it,
Yep.
but it's not talked about.
It's not talked about. It's like this
And
dating
and
topic
I'm
that keeps.
curious. I'm curious as to like how they navigate.
Yeah.
Do they just stay within their circles? Do
Yeah.
they branch out?
Yeah.
Are they online? If they're
Are they Melvis?
online, are they being wild? And
Melhouse? Are they Silver Shadows? I don't know the other ones.
Melba Joe.
I low key want to go.
This nigga said,
May have to do my field research there this weekend.
"Oh,
Do my field research.
You don't want to do that. You're gonna get clocked at the door. They don't play. They be like, oh, hey, baby girl."
What? What did they say?
You're gonna get clocked at the door.
What did they say?
Male or female. Oh, the women are the worst.
That
bro.
voice was amazing, Charles. Hey, baby dog. Uh-huh.
They say don't go there.
What? Oh, Brian. I think we should, you know what? Field trip.
To where?
Y'all, come on. Let's
To
live.
Melba's? Ain't nobody going on there in Melba's.
Silver Shadows, baby. If
No.
you were in the DMV area and you want to hang with us in Melba's, inbox the page. We going. I ain't playing.
Wait, hold on. Not my mama. Hold on. My mama, no.
Yes. Brandy, let's go. Melba's. So no, tell her to come on the show if she wants to. We're gonna try, y'all. Dating does not stop at 50. Like, people need to live. So if you know anyone 50 and 55 and over, and they want to just be out here, bring them to the page. Let's do a little virtual mixer first, a virtual meet and greet.
Not to be Miss Frizzle of dating you. That's hilarious.
And then we'll take it out. We'll take it out the chat. We'll take it out the virtual and go to Melvin's. Or we can reopen up to the shadows. It can be golden shadows.
And on that note, we love y'all. We're gonna get them out.
Sleep on it, y'all. I'm serious. Sleep on it. Golden shadows.
That's not even cool.
What? Oh, come on. A dream. Golden shadows.
Oh, yo. So we said, please go live as soon as we walk through the doors, Lord.
Monica, I got you. I'm serious. Because it's a time. Don't sleep on Melba's, y'all. It's a time.
When the last time you been to Melba's?
Actually, like last year.
What?
Yes, I know people in there.
You great grandma ass. Thank you, Brian. She need to go to bed.
All right, I am very tired, y'all. All right. I'll be back. Brian, you'll be in Melba's with me, so you
knowing him, he will. Knowing him, he will.
All right, y'all. We love y'all. We're so happy to be back. We missed y'all. This is going to be a very fun season. As you can see, we are just full of fun. We're full of ideas. We're full of hope, love, joy, peace, prosperity, all that good stuff. Thanks for tuning in. We love you.
See you in 2.